Scott Bauer is standing by, CEO of Prosper Trading Academy. Scott, decent news flow, but not an impressive response. Carnival's down 0.5% this morning. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a classic case of buy the rumor, sell the news sort of event. And as you guys were just talking about, I think a lot of this is already baked into the stock here. From a fundamental and a technical standpoint, Oliver, I just don't see a lot of upside here before the end of the year. In fact, I don't see any upside before the end of the year. So what I am doing, rather than buying a put spread, because I'm not so sure that, this is so negative that the stock is going to drop so much. I just don't think there's a lot of appreciation here. I'm selling a call spread. I'm selling a November expiration call spread, the 25, 27.5 call spread. I can collect about 90 cents for that. Is it a lot? I mean, that depends. I ordinarily wouldn't sell a spread like this for less than about a 1-to-1 reward to risk. But I think it's pretty compelling here, at least in my opinion, that the stock is not going higher. But I always do this as a spread so that if I am wrong, which does happen, obviously, I'm always stopped out. I always know what my maximum risk is. So I really like collecting the 90 cents here. I just don't see this stock moving anytime soon.
Okay. So you're not looking for a ton here. I mean, break even at $27, but you're not looking to, say that this is going to totally break down. And obviously not looking for a huge rip, but you would be okay with a little bit.
A little bit is fine. I mean, I'm selling the 25 strike call. I'm collecting 90 cents. I'm stopped out on the 27.5 call. So, if the stock moves up a little bit, that's fine. I can manage the position. But again, I just don't see it both fundamentally and technically. And I think that the biggest thing we take out of this is this was a big case of buy the rumor, sell the news.
Okay. So, Scott, if this is buy the rumor, sell the news, what kind of news here hasn't been priced in, right? I mean, planning ship restarts.
Yeah.
What's more important for Carnival?
You know what? Jeff mentioned it. He said bookings. And until we see those bookings, which, they could come out with that, but until we actually see that, I just, I don't see it. That could be a game changer. If they come out and they do a pre-earnings announcement or a, pre-holiday announcement and say, oh my God, our bookings are up, X percent. Well above what the expectations were, that could be a game changer for the stock. But until that happens, I think it's kind of stuck in the mud here.
Okay. So, Scott, if you don't have the most faith in Carnival to take off, then does that extend to reopening overall? I mean, this market's been trying to rally. These last week of September was a big one for the cruise line, airlines. Should we be thinking that this type of sell the news propensity for the cruise lines might extend into some of the other reopen themes?
No, I actually like the airlines, Oliver. I think it's a really different case, cruise lines versus airlines. People are comfortable already getting back to the skies and traveling. In fact, I don't know about you, but I've been on, probably 12 flights within the last few weeks or so. And I think it's very comfortable. Quite frankly, you're only talking about, couple hundred people that are gathered together, whereas on these cruises, you're talking about thousands of people. So I think there's still a lot of skepticism about that out there. And in general, we see people get sick on cruises when there's not COVID, when there's not a pandemic, right? We see outbreaks of things that happen that you don't ordinarily see on airlines. So I don't think this extends to other sectors. I actually like the airlines.
Okay. All right. Scott, I like it. Cruise line trade with the thought on the airlines as well. This morning with CCL down, airlines little changed. Right now, kind of getting stuck together. Appreciate it, Scott. I always like the trade here. Pretty straightforward look at how to think about Carnival. Despite good news, no bid this morning, but the market is